Greetings, programs. It is I, the CPU-001, and welcome back to Trails in the Sky. And in the previous episode, we won the martial arts competition. Yay! And we have been invited to the castle for the big banquet. And that is exactly where we're heading. I can't turn the camera here. Fine. That is exactly where we're heading. Oh, are we going to the castle already? Just to remind you, since we're going to be staying there after the party, we won't be able to leave until the morning. Oh, yes. Let's go buy stuff. Just in case anything goes pear-shaped. Forgot to do this. I should have. Should have done this before I started recording. I don't think anything's going to go pear-shaped, but you never know. They'll actually go down this way. Get in here. Let's talk to you. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to shop. Buy. Right, let's get a few odds and sods. Top up on stuff a minute. Yeah, I'll do. I think we're good. Yeah. Cool. I think we are surprisingly good. Right. Okay. Where was I? Oh yes, to the castle! Try again. So if we go this way, and then we go this way. Right, okay. Let's try that again. Castle ready, just remind you, blah blah blah. Enter Grancel Castle. Oh, let's show the gatekeeper our invitation then. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Probably because we don't get invitations to big events like this very often. Hey, this is the castle of Her Majesty the Queen. Unless you have official business here, you need to leave. Hey! Hi there. We're sorry about the other day. Oh, it's you two. You still staying in town? Yeah, we still have some business to take care of. We have a formal invitation, so by your leave may we pass? A formal invitation? Received directly from His Excellency the Duke. Wow! It's a giant! See, right here, written invitation. Hands over invitation. Let's see. To Zane and his team, in participation for your performance in the competition, you are cordially invited to a dinner party. Ah, okay. You guys were in the martial arts competition. Right, and I heard the winning team was led by a huge Eastern guy. So is that you? You got it. We would greatly appreciate your help. Makes sense. Headmaid told us you were coming. You're missing someone. What happened to him? It's kind of impolite, I know, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. We're the only ones coming. Well, that's a pity. No matter, go on in. Now entering Zane and the company victors of the martial arts competition. Open the gate. There's going to be a lot of talking in this episode, I fear. Yes, lots and lots and lots of talking. Wow. It's like the Hacking Gate, but there's something more impressive about it being part of a castle. I bet it's more solid too, since it's a royal castle. That's part of why it's impregnable. Ever since the nation was established, no enemy has broken through the Annenberg Wall. The capital's been ravaged by war numerous times as a result of mutinies and insurrections among the nobles. But even then, the castle held the rebel army at bay and protected the royal family and the refugees. Or so the stories say. Wow, that's pretty neat. Very much the sort of tale one would expect from a nation with such history. Now, welcome to Her Majesty's Grancel Castle. Go right on in, you'll be met by a welcoming party inside. Enjoy your evening. Woohoo! Ooh, fancy. It's huge! Wow. You can say that again. I've never seen anything compared to this place. It's not just pretty, it's got history. I can really feel the tradition and rules of the old kingdom here. Ah, welcome to Gransel Castle. You're Zane and his team, correct? Ah. Captain Almathemia. This isn't exactly unexpected, but even so. Ah, that's right. We come to the invitation of the good Duke. And you are? Pardon me. I am Captain Canon Almathea of the Intelligence Division and of Gransel Castle Defense. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations for your championship victory. Watching the match was truly a spectacular experience. You're too kind, really. And may I say, I didn't know there were made women as young and pretty as you to captains. You must do fine work. My, but you are a flatterer. But I'm not so young as your bracer friends. Estella and Joshua Bright. It's been some time since the incident in Zeus, hasn't it? Yeah, I guess it has. Quite some time. Unfortunately, the matter concerning Professor Russell is yet to be resolved. It appears that he and his granddaughter were abducted by a group of nefarious individuals. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? I'm afraid not. We left this case up to the full-fledged bracers and came to Gransel. We never even heard the follow-up report on it. I see. That's truly a shame. I love her face in that. That's just like, Well, with the resources of the Intelligence Division, it's only a matter of time before the culprits are arrested. Have no fear on that score. What the hell's with her? Understood. We trust you take care of the professor. Oh, absolutely. Now, we must show you your rooms. She, if you would please do the honors. Yes, ma'am. See to their needs. But do not bore them with any idle chatter. Do I make myself clear? Yes, ma'am. Understand. Very good. Now, everyone, I hope you enjoy your evening. For my part, I must bid you farewell. Now that's one fine woman. I hate to say this, Zane, but your taste in women is crap. There's nothing fine about that fox-faced harpy. I think that might just be his favorite type of woman. I just tend to find that women like that turn out to be pretty good people once you peel back a few layers, so to speak. You're hopeless. Not that it matters, but you really do sound like a dirty old man sometimes. Oh, my honor. Oh, sorry about that. You're supposed to show us to our rooms, right? Yes, please allow me. Pardon my not saying before, but I am Shia, a maid here in the castle. I will be at your service this evening, from the dinner party until the morning. If anything is not to your satisfaction, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you very much. Will you please show us to the rooms then? No, certainly. It's on the second floor. Wee. Doot 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 doot. Like children following the mother hen. Or chicks. Whatever. It's huge. You can get most of the city in that open room. Oh wow. Get a load of that chandelier. Talk about classy. Hush, Estella. Now, what's that way? Ah, that's the throne room. Her Majesty uses it to receive personal guests. It hasn't seen much use in the recent days, though. I see. But is the Queen's condition really that bad? Isn't the birthday celebrations coming up soon? Oh, no. It's just that it's the head maid who tends to her in the royal keep of late. I shouldn't speak on subjects about which I'm unfamiliar. Shall we? Come then, shall we? Oh, she's clearly not telling us something. Nah, so big. It's too big. This is the room where you will be staying. Please go on in. Okay. Pardon us. Only 3 beds. Holy Stratus. I'd never imagined I'd stay in a place like this. Nice. This makes a good story for later. I believe there's still some time before the party. You are free to explore the castle, but the security areas are off limits. I ask you to refrain from entering these areas. Can you be a little bit more specific? Most significantly, the royal keep where the Queen resides. It is a special place of sorts built in the garden terrace on the roof. Garden Terrace. That sounds nice. The terrace is where Her Majesty greets the people of Gransol from during the birthday festivals. So you cannot go into the royal keep itself, but you may visit the Garden Terrace if you like. As for the other restricted areas, there's the Royal Guard Room and also the Treasury, I believe. The Royal Guard Room... I guess I still wanted the question about all the terrorist stuff. Yes, the Intelligence Division is currently occupying it. Entrance is restricted, so please abide by the rules. Understood. By the way, what are the others who are invited doing? They've already arrived. I imagine they're relaxing in their respective rooms. Alright. So Mayor Klaus is here too? Oh yes, he arrived some time ago. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be off. If you need anything, please contact the first floor waiting room. Now then. Zane and Joshua exchange a look that went unnoticed by Zane. Hey Zane, I want to go and walk around the castle for a bit. We'll be back in time for the party. It must be nice for so young to... I'm worn out by the tournament. No problem, have fun. Me, I'm getting to kick back and relax in this oh-so-luxurious room. We need to get as much done as we can before the party starts. First, Julia told us we have to talk to the head maid, Hilda. I'd like to say hello to the royal visitors too. You'll likely know most of them. Okay, let's go run around and see who we can find. Who's this? Oh, whoa! It's Dumbledore and Klaus. It's Dumbledore and Mayor Klaus. Hey. Stella and Joshua, you made it. It's been quite a while. That's the Dean. That's right, Dean Collins. You're invited to the banquet as well, sir? I have just arrived today via airship from Rouen. Little Merrill Birdie told me you two won the tournament. Jill and everyone else will be so happy to hear it. Thank you. I had no idea we were seeing you here, Dean Collins. Dean Collins is a member of the Royal Assembly and a man of great respect in Liberal. It's only fitting he be given a seat at this banquet. A man of great respect, he says. You flatter me, Mayor. What's the Royal Assembly? It's a meeting held once a year to address matters affecting the kingdom. The Queen, mayors of every city, and other respective representatives all come together to try solving various problems of state. Wow, sounds big. So all those guys have been invited here tonight? No, I'd say only about half. Her Majesty is still ill, and General Morgan is away on official military business. And Mayor Dallimore of Rouen was arrested in that nasty affair. And Professor Russell, he's a bit too entranced in too many unknowns right now. We don't know how true all this talk is of the Royal Guardsmen being involved in some underground terrorist organization. It's hardly the time to be holding a feast at all, if you ask me. Well, if you can see the chance to see where Duke Duan stands in all of these issues, we need his permission to have an audience with Her Majesty regardless. Yes, that's the biggest issue here, without a doubt. Barring us from seeing Her Majesty is the height of idiocy and mismanagement. I would like to pay my respects to Princess Claudice as well, but it's the same story. Princess Claudice, the Queen's granddaughter, right? Does she live here in the castle? No, it's my understanding her actual residence is elsewhere. But I'm told she comes to the capital as of a few days ago. She's here then. I'd really love to meet her. I'm sure you'll have a chance. I think the two of them are going to have a fit when they find out who Claudice is. Ooh, this is a big room, full of maps. Who are you? Libra. She can talking documents without official permission. Ooh. Sounds suspicious. Right, we've been in that run. Let's see who's in here. Oh, it's Maribella. Maribella. Leela. Joshua, Stella. Here at last. I kept wondering when you'd get here. I was practically counting the seconds. So you're invited here too, Mayor. Hey, wait. You were waiting for us? How did you know we were coming? I heard from Mayor Klaus. I heard about a pair of children who entered the tournament, won its championship, and were invited to a grand royal banquet in the castle. If I'd known, I would have cancelled my appointments and come to cheer you on. Begging your pardon, ma'am, but that would have been quite impossible, given the circumstances. Yes, I'm aware, and try to be polite. Don't worry, I know how busy you must be. I am sure the Queen has no time to waste at a banquet. What with everything else going on, what is Duke doing thinking? That captain was so stubborn about inviting me too. I had no real choice but to accept. Do you mean Captain Almathenia? Yes, that's her. Her words were polite enough, but she gave me an evil eye while she spoke them. I dare not refuse her request. I hadn't heard of General Morgan in quite some time. Wait, does that mean you haven't heard any word from the Hacking Gate? The General is unavailable is the longest message I've been able to wring from them. It would seem he's busy with anti-terrorist countermeasures or whatever you have. I had hoped he'd be in attendance at this banquet tonight, but I guess he couldn't pull himself away. What do you think about all this, Mayor? Putting mayors from every city in the same place at the same time like this? Well, if the Queen were to be in attendance, I would expect some announcement of no small importance. But as it is, this feels like the Duke's had too much time on his greasy, chubby hands. He's letting this position of royal proxy go to his head. That sounds about right. But there might still be some kind of official announcement, don't you think? Well, whatever may come of this, Knight the Grand Chef here is the best in the kingdom. I plan to enjoy the dinner, pay my respects to Her Majesty, and return to Bose post-haste. Well, something's fishy here. Something smells. Who's in here? Nobody. This is an empty room. Okay. Let's go on. Well, that's the throne room, so we know we can't go in there. Or can we? La 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 la. Sorry, I wasn't expecting I could do that. Anyway, what's down this corridor? Who's in here? Oh, it's Professor Guy from Estella, Joshua. Mr. Murdoch, I thought you might be here. With Merrill class individuals on the guest list, we had a feeling you might be here in attendance. Oh, hang on a sec. Sorry about that. Interruptions. I must say, I never expected you two to win a tournament championship and end up hobnobbing in Gransel Castle. Cassius kids to the bone, you are. It looks more like our upbringing. It took more than our upbringing to get here. Lots of people helped along the way. So, it's been a few days. Has there been any developments? Well, right after you left for the capital, Captain Amathema from the Intelligence Division came knocking. She forced me to come to this banquet, but I kept my mouth shut about Leaston Fortress. Professor Russell and company are still on the run too. Our army hasn't found them yet. But the longer we keep this up, the less chance they'll have. It's really no matter of time. I asked Captain Amathema if I could see Her Majesty and wish her well, but no luck. I was flat out refused. So in other words, we definitely aren't going to be able to do this the easy way. We sure aren't. But don't you worry, because we've totally got that covered. We will get the Professor's message to Her Majesty one way or another. Ooh. Okay, and who's over here? This room is empty. Next. Empty. And empty. Okay. Alright. We go here? It's a shop. It's a cafe shoppy thing. That's a place to talk. Please come right in. For drinks we have anything you can think of, but is alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Can't actually buy anything there. Fair enough. What's up here? Nothing. Okay. Let's head back outside. Let's go up here. What's out here? Oh, this is the garden. Okay, good, good. This looks like the terrace garden that they mentioned. Ooh, so pretty. Oh wow, check that out. That's supposed to be the castle's garden terrace. I'd say so. You can see the whole lake from up here. And overlook of the town too. Must be great for reconnaissance. As nice as this is, we really don't have time to stop and enjoy it. We've got a job to do. Okay. I am going to run around up here just to make sure there's nothing hidden up here. Oh! That's supposed to be the Royal Keep. Ah! Who are you? Hey, you two. We're here as guests of the Duke. Is this where Her Majesty lives? Of course it is. And for the last few days, she hasn't been feeling at all so well. She's not seeing anyone right now. Oh. No, you've got it wrong. We weren't thinking of that. I just thought it would be amazing if she were even take notice of us. Does Princess Claudie sleep here as well? No, it's just... Hey! The princess is focused on looking after Her Majesty. Neither of them has time to deal with the likes of you. Might I inquire as to what's going on here? Ah, madam. We don't know you were already back. There's a woman. The dining party will be starting soon, so I will be returning to the maid quarters. And who are our guests? They're from the team that won the martial arts competition. It's only because of the victory that someone from the Bracer someone of a Bracer's social standing would even be invited here. A Bracer's social standings. How discourteous! You would insult those who were personally invited to the royal castle. No, that's not what. Those invited by the Duke should be treated with the same respect due to those invited by Her Majesty. I sincerely hope you have not forgotten that. Understood. Oh, she's intense. I wonder who she is. But, madam, we can't just allow them to pass. Surely you understand the reasons that the Colonel laid out. Yes, I am quite tired of hearing them requested to me. I am terribly sorry, sir and madam. Security has been heightened as such the royal keep and its surroundings are off limits. If I may ask you, would you mind waiting in your room until the dinner party begins? All right. That's fine. We'll do as you ask. I apologize. We weren't trying to cause any trouble. Humph. Fine then. Just don't let it happen again. Safe return to you. I apologize that you were subjected to such dreadful behavior. My name is Hilda, and I'm the head maid of Gransel Castle, and I oversee all of the housekeeping duties. Aha! We had a feeling. Forgive my rudeness, but are we previously acquainted? Well, someone told us about you. Hand Julia letter to Hilda. I know this handwriting. You see? We also have our Bracer emblems and identification with us. I see. Please come with me to the maid sitting room. We can discuss the matter further once we are there. I understand. You need to deliver Professor Russell's message to Her Majesty, correct? Right. If now's not a good time, we can try later, but no, it's not an issue. The special ops men have had the royal keep under constant surveillance for some time. Only the Duke and Colonel and hired attendants such as myself are allowed in. Which means that a private audience is probably a no-go. What do you think, Estella? We could ask Hilda to relay the Professor's message to Her Majesty. No, I'd really rather speak to her face-to-face. There are just too many particulars we don't know that we really need to discuss directly. Like what Duduan and Colonel Richard are after. Estella and Joshua. I have a bit of an idea. Could I get you to return here once the dinner party is over? Why? Have you thought of a way for us to see Her Majesty? I believe I have. It may be difficult, but I think it's worth a try. I'm going to need some time to get ready, so you can come back after the dinner party. Awesome! Understood, we'll be back then. I'll be waiting. Food prep is done, so I think we'll begin serving shortly. For now, it's probably best if you wait in your room. Dun dun dun. Where are we? We are below the stairs. Okay, cool. If we go up here, go this way, and this is our room, isn't it? Yes. Hey guys, talk about being late. The party's about to start, you know. No, sorry. We got so caught up in sightseeing that we lost track of time. Plus, we also talked to all the mayors. Well, aren't we well connected? We're close friends with the mayor of Roland. Plus, we've met the other mayors in the course of our travels. I see. I guess your work as bracers has caused you to meet quite a few big shots. You two sure get around as junior bracers. You might say that. You done any bracer assignments since you came to Gransel? I guess it's not that different from other countries, right? Right, for a full-fledged bracer, internationality isn't an issue when it comes to your work. The prelims, fights and legal procedures at the embassy keep me too busy to get any actual work done, though. But hey, there are 4 other bracers on duty too, which isn't so bad. Normally that would be enough to handle most cases, I'd imagine. With all of them concentrated in Gransel, that might make it tough to handle any case in other regions. Yeah, it could be. I felt like a ghost just walked over my grave. I wonder what's going on with Sierra back in Roland. Now that name rings a bell. You wouldn't happen to be talking about Charizard, would you? You know her? She's our mentor, and she's been a close friend for ages. Ooh, okay, makes sense. I met her a long time ago when a case brought her to Calvadar. She was fortunate to have a good master working with her from such a young age. Her master. Yeah, probably Dad. Oh. Please pardon me, the table for dinner party has been set. May I show you the way? Sure. I was getting bored of waiting around anyhow. Alright, wanna go eat and fancy? Sure, that's fine. Fight left me starving. Let's go begin. Come on, you two. It would be nice if you two didn't completely forget your table manners for once. This is a dinner party, right? What's with all the empty plates then? Plenty of knives and forks, though. That's because it's a formal dinner. Everything comes out of specific order, starting with the blah 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 blah. Then you use the knives and forks from the outside in. And that's all part of having good table manners. And here comes the anxiety attack. It's really not so bad. It does mean you get to have some of the finest food available. Manners and etiquette are secondary. Indeed. I'm told that you've acquainted with everyone who will be attending. No need to get stressed out. I guess that's true. Please don't encourage her. On that note, it's the gentleman accompanying you going to be okay with knives and forks? I'm told that folks from the east actually eat with chopsticks. You've done your research. I'm a firm believer in the when in liberal, do as the Liberians do policy. And I'm not essentially skilled with them, but I will use a knife and fork. My, how elegantly handled. I'm impressed. You're as much a gentleman as you're a martial arts champion. You flatter me. Boy, he really is a complete sucker for a pretty face. I think he's more being polite than a leech, though. Anyway, His Excellency is really late. I wonder what he's up to. Indeed. So if the seat at the head of the table is for the Duke, then who might be the other be for? Indeed. Perhaps intended for Princess Claudia. Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. My humble apologies for the long delay. Presenting His Excellency the Duke. And company. Oi! Well, then, I must apologize for making you wait, so I'm afraid that I was in a meeting from which I simply could not break away. This gentleman is Colonel Richard, Commanding Officer of the Royal Intelligence Division. I've invited him here to thank him for his tireless efforts in helping to deal with the terrorist situation. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I was quite gratified to be invited to this occasion by our Honourable Duke. I ask that you pardon my uncouth soldier's uniform and allow me to sit with you. So that's who the extra seat was for. You've got to be kidding me. We're having dinner with him. I suspected this might happen, but it's still unnerving. Quaint. Excellent. I would say you may, Maribella. Do you think of Gransel Castle's master chef? Is his cooking not on par with those found in both Antra's restaurants? Yes, it's quite remarkable. The wine selection also perfectly complements the meal. I almost want to try hiring him away. You're not the first to say such things. What have you? Zane, wasn't it? Is the food to your liking? Oh, it's excellent. I don't have the words to describe the sense of refinement and depth. I certainly believe I could develop a real taste for Liberian cuisine, though. Good. I'm glad to hear it. And you, young Graces, I imagine you've never experienced such fine food in your life before. It's extremely delicious. Far more worthy of being associated with the royal family than a person who's invited us. Indeed, it's a genuine treat. It's certainly delicious food. We couldn't miss a chance to attend so prestigious an event as this. Thank you very much for your generous invitation. Very kind of you to say so. I do finally remember why my butler has been telling me about. We met before during the ruin incident. Perhaps our fates are linked in some bizarre fashion. Yes, sir, maybe so. So he's forgotten all about us until his butler reminded him. Come, let us put social classes and ranks aside for the evening. Food is abundant and the wine flows freely, so enjoy your heart's content. Your Excellency, if we could, I'd like to do as we discussed first. Ah, yes, that's a fine idea. Actually, I have something important to say if you find folk who represent the kingdom. I use the celebration as a place to make an important announcement. An announcement? What would that be? I believe I will allow Colonel Richard to explain in detail. Thank you. As you are no doubt already aware, Her Majesty has been in poor health of late. However, she has been recovering and may grace us with a public appearance soon. Ah, that's excellent news. Good, we could probably go ahead and check in on her. Unfortunately, she does not consider that to be a wise decision at the moment. Within a few days, it seems likely that the terrorists plaguing the kingdom will be swept away. In light of that, the Queen's birthday celebration will be held as originally planned. Well, the citizens will surely be happy to hear that news, as they have been looking forward to it. But surely that is not all you wish to tell us. Right, if that's all you could have just sent along a messenger. Indeed, you are correct. Majesty is continuing to recover, as was previously stated. However, given the gravity of her condition, she has also issued a proclamation. Due to her tenuous health, she has stated that she wishes to abdicate the throne and turn over royal authority to her nephew, Prince Duke Duan, sorry. What? Is this true? Joshua, this is... Yeah, the conspiracy finally makes its appearance. I was surprised that Her Majesty's first broached the subject as well, but her illness has left her quite frail. But it's only natural. She has ruled the kingdom for 40 years, leading through times of strife and war, all without a husband, might I add. Given that, I wish to relieve her of the stress of her duties following the festival's successful conclusion. As the heir to the throne, the decisions are mine to make. How terrible. Is Her Majesty's condition truly that severe? I'm ashamed that I never noticed any signs of my annual visit. Isn't it far too serious a matter to discuss what is supposedly a casual dinner? Pardon my rudeness, but this all seems to stretch credibility. Humph. May Maribel, are you saying that you cannot take His Excellency at his word? Oh no, nothing of the sort. I simply mean that as an elected official, I don't understand why the successor of the throne can't be elected in the same fashion. That's true. If possible, I'd like to hear this directly from Her Majesty. Your unease is quite understandable, but we do ask that you try to maintain your composure and allow us to continue. As mentioned earlier, I believe Her Majesty will give a formal announcement herself during the festival. Could you be persuaded to shelve your doubts until then? Well, the issue is basically this. Once this becomes common knowledge, we cannot know how the citizens will react. This is why we're telling the leaders first, to help stave off chaos or public disorder before it happens. This was also the decision of His Excellency. Yes, this is true. Also, the Queen's abdication from the throne will have international repercussions. The other nations of the continent will have their eyes on us, and we must be watchful of any action on the part of the Iborians. Surely you can see why it is necessary to show unified support for the new king. This is the world in which we are going to be living. He makes it all sound so rational. Yeah, he's quite the master manipulator. In other words, the official decree will be given during the birthday celebration. But you thought it would be best to inform us first so that we can prepare for any issues that may arise, correct? I'm glad to see that we have an understanding. If this all comes to pass, we're going to find ourselves quite busy. Yes, and we'll have to announce it to the citizens. I have a question. I believe that the Duke has a fair claim to the throne. However, is there not another who also has the same right of succession? Well, no doubt you're referring to Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. It is right that she and His Excellency have an equal claim to the throne, but it would appear that Her Majesty did not choose her due to her tender age. And I must say I agree with her wisdom in this matter. I should hardly like to impose such responsibilities upon a girl so young. Yes, absolutely. For the time being, I believe it would be best for Claudia to find a fine marriage prospect. Though it is strictly informal, there is already interest from the royal families of a number of other nations. Perhaps a royal wedding could take place as soon as this year. Oh my. I understand. If that happens, then we'll have 2 major events to celebrate. I honestly think she's a bit young for marriage. Excuse me, may I ask a question? Zane? I don't mind, speak freely. Sorry to seem rude, but this doesn't sound like any kind of conversation you'd want outsiders to hear, particularly a foreigner. So how come you're making this announcement now? It is solely because of the surreptitious turn of events that allows Braces to win this championship. We have wanted to inform the guild of this advance as well. I've already discussed the idea with Her Majesty. Oh, gotcha. I guess Liberal Military and the Braces are on the same as good as terms as the stories say. That is because we lack the military strength of the Empire or the Republic. The harsh reality is that keeping close relations with each other is a must. In any event, do you now understand our intention? Yeah, alright. We'll pass on what we've learned here to the guild then. Man, I've heard some pretty unbelievable conversations in my time, but that was something else. I mean, I'm a foreigner after all, but so it's not that big a deal for me. I bet that was a huge news for you guys, though. Of course it was. I can't believe things have gone this far already. Huh? Never mind. But really, what a shame. Food was so amazing, and in particular melted in the mouth. Couldn't tell what that last flavour was, though. Understandable enough. But anyway, did you want to go for a walk to work off some of the rich food, Estella? Huh? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I could go for a little bit of fresh air. You've just played tourists a little while ago, and now you want to take an after-dinner walk. I sure don't get it. Must be a local thing. I think you're exaggerating a little bit. You haven't gone out and taken in the sights? There's a lot of historic architecture around here, you know. If the mood hits me, I may still give it a shot. On the other hand, the kitchen may still have some food left over. You've got to be kidding. You're still hungry? If you had a blade into my throat, my dying wish would be for some liquor and a snack. I might go and hunt up a bar or something in that a little bit. Whee! Oh, I want to continue. I want this episode to finish in a bit more of a proper situation, but I will have to wrap this episode up here. It's gone on way long enough, and I will see you all again in the next episode. Oh, big announcements. The plot is thickening nicely. Anyway, I will see you all next time. This is the CPU 001 signing out. Have a good day. Bye-bye.